Greece is to be eliminated. All right, starts. All right. This is probably the hardest start we've had yet in terms of decision making. The mountain in the capital is very valuable, which probably means I need to stay in place, but I hate settling not on hills. I hate it. It drives me nuts. I hate the loss of early game production. So, but I really can't see another position where we can get the mountain and settle on a hill. There aren't any of those tiles. We could scout first, but I can't imagine what I would see. I'd have to see a natural wonder to want to move here. And there just isn't one available. This is going to be an expansion, because there are two really powerful tiles and a unique luxury outside of my capital. But I have to settle in place here, and I actually don't like this settle. This is a slow start. And it's a slow start because I'm not on a hill. So, same deal though. Pottery gives us the option of a shrine. Shrine gives us a pantheon. Pantheons are really important, especially in the early game. Mountain capital though lets us do things that we couldn't do otherwise, particularly observatories. It changes our tech path. If we can settle a couple mountain cities now, our tech path becomes really powerful. To go for observatories. Alright, let's talk about workers, let's talk about citizens. I recommend always locking tiles. You do this for a couple reasons. You don't want to trust these type of things are pretty fucking shit. All you really want to use this for is determining, when your citizens are born, determining where they go. I lock all my other tiles the rest of the game. I'm taking a 2-1 tile here because I want to grow to pop 3 probably at least before I start producing settlers, and I need food to do that. Alright. Why did we move to this hill? This gives us the most sight in a direction that we could actually move the settler in a few reasonable amount of turns. Maybe we could have crossed the river, but we don't get as much initial sight. We're getting screwed again on runes. There's a city-state here. The fact I haven't seen it suggests that it is flat land. If it was on a hill, we know it's in the middle of these tiles. If it was on a hill, it would be visible from this position. This is actually kind of good. This means we can tribute them. I'm pledging them because pledging is 5 influence points for me, as well resting influence is going to move up 5, as well as it makes it harder for other people to tribute. It doesn't make it harder for you to tribute it yourself. I could really scout south or north here with the warrior. Both are pretty good. The hill gives me a little bit more sight. I'm going to go north though. This looks like open terrain over here, and I want to cross the river. Crossing rivers takes all your movement points, so crossing the river there is fine. I get it on the second move instead of the first, which means I don't waste any points of movement, which means I see as much as I can with that warrior. The goal in the early game is to collect runes. Runes are really powerful, boost your economy. I'm going to finish my turn on the hill, so first step here. Gives me sight all the way around here. And then hills, which normally take 2 movements. If you only have 1 movement left, you can still move into a hill, so we're going to do that. It's a little bit unfortunate. It's a barb camp, but no rune. We should be seeing a rune very soon. Runes spawn close to the capitals. Well, not just there, but they're like kind of seated around your capitals. So, city-state disposition also matters for tribute. No, it doesn't, Victor. Only hostile matters. Friendly, I don't believe friendly, neutral, or rational makes any difference on tributes. This is awkward. There's a city-state up there. This barbarian zone controls me, not right now because I moved into his zone, but if I go there, it's going to take me 2 more turns to go up there unless that tile is not coast, and I'm not going to find any ruins by the city-state. If I go this way, I might actually get something, and I really would like a spearman upgrade. That's what I like for that. I'm going to spout north here, I think. No real reason for it. East or south are probably equally good, but there's going to be ruins close to my capital. I need to find them. Let's get a second scout. Land doesn't look that good. But if I do mountain cities with the observatory, if I do observatory cities as tradition, I'm kind of okay with that. Otherwise, I'd probably want a liberty game here. So, doesn't militaristic make it harder? It does, but that's not a. There's 2 types. There's a trait of what the city-state is, and then also, that was really good. Also, what type of like personality they have. Okay, so we guessed right on runes over this way. Good. We just got a pop rune from 2 to 3. That's really good. We'll leave this locked. I don't really have a growth tile. I mean, I could work this tile, but I'm not working a 2-0 tile right now. I think we're gonna go scout into either a worker or a settler here. Probably a settler, and we'll go 3 pop settlers. Maybe shrine settler. I don't know. Maybe I should grow for a little bit here. I could buy a tile, but I don't want to. I want to save for purchasing something if I can. Come on, spearman. No. What do we get? Gold. It's okay. Again, finish a turn on the hill if you can, if you're second piece of movement. There's a city-state here, and this looks like coast. If I go north, I'm not going to get a lot of benefit for scouting. I still want to find ruins this early, so I'm going to head back south. We'll go this way. I don't want to overlap the scouts, so I'll send this guy either east or south here. And I think at the moment, south looks pretty good to me, just to see what's in there. I'm going to build that shrine right off the bat. I want to get a chance at an early pantheon, especially as tradition. I'll pick up animal husbandry because I'm looking for a horse tile to work, and I don't really have anything else that's immediately meaningful. Sometimes Liberty is doing a rush for pyramids right now, which I expect Tank will be doing, but I don't actually have any strong need of that since I'm planning on tradition with this start. Alright. Let's talk about tiles in a minute. So just take the tiles that give you the most sight. This is going to have a lot of overlap with that coast tile, so I'm just going to move here. Here I'm actually going to cross to the hill. It's not a hill. Looked like a hill. But I don't gain any more sight by going down there. Let's go here. I do gain some sight here on the other side of that. Okay. And flat land, so I can move a little bit further. Maybe the hill would have been better. It's kind of marginal either way. So growing, I mean, I can make the shrine faster by doing this. And it might be better, honestly. The one-turn shrine makes a difference on the pantheons, and I'm going to be building a settler immediately after that. So I think we're going to do that, even though it's stagnating currently. Okay. I want to probably go to this tile. But let's take one step down for the site before we move on to the hill. The hill is all of our movements. I'm really hoping for another ruin around here. Let's come down this way again. This is the rough terrain. Ooh, that stuff's good. I'm actually going to go east here just a little bit. I want to get a sense. I want to sweep down around here. This is really resource dense, and I want to potentially think about expanding there. Let's come down this way. Just dodging the barb camp. Another resource here. Another ruin here. Excellent. Okay. I think you could do a Liberty game. Well, I've just found a bunch of extra resources that I didn't know about. 1, 2, 3. But I can get a mountain expand here, a mountain expand there. As tradition, observatories, it might be something. We'll see. I don't actually like tradition games very much right now. I'm going to take this step here. And then go here. It's a city-state there. If this is an upgrade ruin, which it had a pretty good chance of being, it would have ended my turn. And I get a little bit more sight by doing it that way. We're going to go south here. The German scout came from the north. I don't want to move towards his scout. I'm going to be running behind him and get less ruins. I'm going to bring this scout down around this area. So let's go this guy south, directly south, like right now. Another ruin, perfect. Okay. Alright, into a settler after this. I need to go meet that city-state up north when I can. Oh, I can't settle the tile I wanted. I want to settle that tile. Okay. We're going to just take that right away. We got a pop ruin again. That's really good. We're up to 4 pop now. We've only grown some of those on our own. Alright, I'd like a hill. I'd love to buy a worker, but I'm probably not going to be able to. So with these tiles, I want to maximize my settler production. I'm at 9 right now. Buying that ought to up it. And probably going to work one of those, bring it up to 10. It's just a little bit more settler production. Let's go this way. Animal husbandry done. I'm going to want mining. City-state there, which I'm going to meet next turn. We had 1 horses. It's okay. Let's come back this way. I don't gain any sight by moving to that tile, so I'm not going to bother. I do gain a little bit of sight by moving to this tile. Okay, there's another German unit. Germany might actually be south of me. Okay. I want to move here, then there. The goal being, no, he already found El Dorado, or I would have got 75 gold out of that. Oh no, I did just get 75 gold. I just beat him to it by turn. Awesome. Okay, and then here is Russia. Let's scout west. The fact there's a scout archer there means he's already found a room, but I'm thinking of expanding down here, so I want to see what's going on there. Let's go meet the city-state, and then come back this way. I could have purchased a worker if I hadn't purchased the hill last turn. Instead, what I'm going to do, I'm going to need another escort unit, and warriors are actually better on Rome than they are in other civs, because warriors upgrade into whatever they're called. Upgrade into legions. I'm going to purchase this warrior. I may be able to tribute Hong Kong with that, but even if I can't, I can do a little bit of scouting and then escort the settler. So that's the goal. I'd like a worker out. I need to get a worker steal soon. Let's come down here. I just want to scout this area. Another city-state that fucks up my expansion plans. Always pledge city-states. It gives you 5 resting influence at no cost to yourself, and also makes it harder for other players to tribute them. Let's go here. Just start moving back. And what's my army score? I'm 2nd. It's possible I can tribute with 2nd. I need to be within 6 tiles with my military units to tribute. So let's go try to tribute Hong Kong. These are marsh tiles. They're difficult to move across, really slow to move across. What I'd like to do is tribute Hong Kong once and then steal a settler, steal a worker. That'd be great. Okay, what else is going on in here? Not too much. We're doing a tradition build with no monument. The advantage of, I mean, it's nice to not have to hard build the monument in the early game. It lets you do things faster. The downside is, of course, you have to go tradition for that, and it's going to be the slower, one of the slower starts right now. Alright, I'd like my guy to move, and then again to move here. Another city-state in here. So I'm pretty heavily surrounded by city-states. Really surprised that wasn't enough to tribute. We just ended on a marsh tile next to a barbarian, so we're going to lose combat strength. It's kind of annoying. Okay, let's scout here. Just again, I'm filling in the space around my potential settlements. I want to settle mountains right now. I'll pick up bronze working. It doesn't help me with my luxury improvements, but what it does help me do is find my iron. My iron's going to be +1 production as I build settlers. Almany. I'm really annoyed I can't tribute. There's enough city-states around that might actually be worthwhile. This is an awkward position. My warrior's going to get shot twice doing this. I'm going to go here, though. I'm running from the barb. I'm thinking of trying to make help with my escort units. This scout is just blocking the shit out of me. I'm going to stay over here with the warrior. I was hoping to tribute with that, but no such luck. And come back this way. Let's find that square. It could be a rune still. Okay. Alright, so I see expand somewhere in this vicinity. This is probably the priority one. Then over here, then up there. And I can do 4 mountains. One of these city-states around here, possibly Hong Kong. Yep, Hong Kong is very close to my capital.
Yeah, okay. I have something else. I'll let you have that one.
Go.
Also, I see you have Russian borders, or like, I assume Russia's to your south.
Open up tradition now. I haven't met him yet. I mean, I met the player, but I haven't met his cities. I think this is going to be my priority expand down here. I need to go scout. If I have Russia to my south, which I may do, I need to find it. I was thinking of expanding over there.
To your south.
Alright, I don't have time. If I'm going to escort with this warrior down south, I don't have time to go scout that area as much as I would like to. Looks like I'm going to try to expand on that tile right there. So it'll be that tile, and either this tile or that tile, depending. Probably that tile. It's a little bit more vulnerable. That tile is really hard to attack. We'll see. But I want about 4 cities as tradition. Alright, movement-wise, looking for Russia. Dodging barbs. Same deal here. Okay. I'm glad I didn't find immediate borders there. Let's get closer to where the settler is going to come out. What is the quickest way to get to that tile? Through there. Alright, we'll go here. I'm going to just spend the turn healing. When Barbarian is in the borders... No, I can't do that now because he's just killed that.
Fuck, somebody else just took the worker I wanted to steal.
When a Barbarian's in the borders, you don't lose influence of the city-state, but I'm going to steal from that city-state anyways, which means my total influence of them is going to go down to 0.
Worker?
No. No, this is quite a bit closer to my capital. Does Almany have a worker out?
I don't know. Hong Kong doesn't.
Yeah, I'm not real interested in that. Alright, let's go here. Fortify a turn. Almany might actually be better at it. They have more production. They're also hostile. No, we'll go look for it. It's fine. When there's a barb in the territory, though, the city won't put their worker out. I haven't found Russia's border. That's Russia's borders. This is quite close to him. I'm Rome, though. If I get that settlement in there before he does, that's really powerful. So it's probably settle here, settle there, settle over here. Tech for legions. Alright, iron next turn. Hopefully that would increase my production. It's a little bit of a close settle, but it's very defensible. And if I get there first, I'm in good shape. Okay, we did discover iron. We are working at +1 production. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see where I get one from.
Because Hong Kong just produced one, and oh.
Of course it did as soon as I moved away.
It's
He just blocked me, not intentionally.
I don't really seem to have any other opportunity, and I think Hong Kong is as close to me as it is to you.
Yeah, this
Don't
guy's
really
justifying why he's about to steal my worker. I don't really
Be
fucking
an
care.
unreasonable asshole as well, though.
Alright. I move here because next turn I can cross the river in the same number of turns. It's really annoying I haven't got this worker yet. Okay. Game's a little laggy. Just gonna fortify here. Wait for this worker to move out of my way. He built a worker before building a settler. Move your fucking units, shithead. Alright. Need to bring my warrior back when I can. Let's keep scouting. I'm gonna head to scout east and then north again. I need more escort units. I really like to steal that worker. Hong Kong would have been perfect. I'm really annoyed that I'm dealing with this guy just sitting on my border stealing my... It's 6 tiles from my fucking capital. Piss off. Alright, we're heading for... it's free monument policy. You want to pick this up as tradition. If you haven't hard built a monument, you need that. And I'm heading for this tile. Because it's impossible to attack. Okay. Standing on one of my tiles, but it's not the tile I'm using, so that's fine. I don't really care about the barbarians. Alright, let's keep scouting with this one. Okay. It's kind of far from my capital, this. It's an aggressive expand, honestly. And I'm going to start running out of time for this. So what we're going to do, we're going to do something a little bit risky. We'll move the settler first this turn. We'll do it towards the end of the turn. If there's nothing in range to tackle this settler, I won't move the warrior there, I'll move the warrior back. Don't go so far south. No, I'm going right here. You can be a little bit more belligerent with some civs than other civs. Rome is one of the civs you can be particularly belligerent with because it's a belligerent civ. Has a belligerent early game unit that's extremely strong. We're going to go unhappy temporarily here because we don't have a worker yet because Albany hasn't built one yet because we don't have Hong Kong's worker, which means we're not improving our luxury. This is one of the things that one of the things I don't like to do as a tradition. So I don't like the fact that I don't get my early worker because no barb can steal this. A barb can spawn here and move there. No units are in range of this. It's pretty late in the turn. I'm going to move back this way. I'm going to get shot by this fucking barbarian for doing that, but that's the plan. I could have moved to this hill. It actually would have been safer because I could still cross the river in the same number of turns. I'm going to go look to see if Vancouver has a worker. If Albany doesn't spit one out soon, there's no point in screwing my game up too long. Alright, we're going to settle that. Build a granary. Go this way. This is right next to the barb camp, which is a little bit dangerous. Okay, I'm going to get zoned there. This is actually annoying. He's on my production tile, and this is annoying because he's going to shoot me 5 times before I can cross the river. I'm going to move here, he'll shoot me. I might just slam him next turn. Not getting my worker over here. I don't want to take insta-heals on that warrior, but I may have to. I don't want to take insta-heals because I want to promote legions later. So we should look at this as this production focus as much as I can with these lands. That warrior, that guy there. Do I want to keep the war open to steal multiple times? It's gonna be hard to do that. I'd have to I could leave a guy there, I guess. Maybe. That's not a bad idea. Yeah. What is better, Liberty or Tradition? At the moment, the mod has Liberty being a little bit stronger than it would be otherwise. Laggy as fuck right now. Alright. Liberty on Russia. To meet the city-state, move away from the barb, pledge it. No worker yet. Shoot this. Move here. This barbarian is actually screwing me up quite hard right now. I may have to take an insta-heal on the warrior. If he gets shot again, I'll have the insta-heal. because I need the timing for getting my settler out. This is really dangerous, moving next to the barb camp multiple times as flat land as a scout, because the barb will slam me sooner or later, but I'm thinking of stealing from Vancouver. I'm pissing off Almany doing this, but I want to be in this position to see what they are. And I want to get my last settler out. I probably don't have to rush that one. I could do worker then settler. Right now my happiness is going to be cripplingly bad for a while here, and I don't really like to be in that position.
I don't know if you know about the camp that Russia just cleared, a little bit east to your capital.
He just cleared a camp for me? It's bizarre.
There was a worker in there.
Ah, yeah, there's the worker I want. We should have been thinking about Pantheon. Let's take our insta-heal here and slam. Let's move there. We're losing Pantheons by not doing that first in a turn, but I'm not ready to make the decision. I want to think about it with you guys. Let's get settler. Alright, I want to take this worker. I'm going to leave the war open so I can multi-steal. And we'll move away from that in a moment. Settler's going here. We're working the correct tiles. What I want to think about is Pantheon. I'd like something early to mid game for us. We settled over here with copper already and we're working it. We could take Earth Mother right now, work our iron, work our copper. It's only a little bit. What else would come out pretty clear? I want a religion. Goddess of Protection is really good, but it's banned right now. Spirit animals, horse, deer, ivory. That's okay. We'll do spirit animals. I'd like a chance at a religion. We need to make sure we're working the correct tiles in the capital then for that. It needs to be the horse in particular. The horse is currently infested by a barbarian, so we'll work that again when we can. Okay, scouts moved around the barb camp looking for another worker, but I'm not going to steal that now, so I'll just scout with it. Keep looking around this way. Let's move out of range of the city-state shot. Camp has just spawned there, it's annoying. Move there. Spend a turn healing here. Move east. Go that way. We might be able to change the escort unit from the warrior to the scout in a moment. Okay. Building a granary in the expanse, because it's tradition, that's pretty much what you want is granary, and then into a library if you can. Sometimes a shrine. I have a lot of luxuries around me. I kind of want to claim this space over here. I could plant another city. Not easily though. It'd have to be like right there if I wanted mountain, like on a jungle. It's okay to settle on a. I say it's okay to settle on bananas, but probably actually isn't, because when you strip the, when you settle on a city, location, you get the yield of the tile beneath it, but not entirely. So your city counts as 2 food and 1 hammer regardless. If the yield of the tile you settle on is above and beyond that the 2 food 1 hammer, you get the additional yield. Pyramids went to Russia by chance? No, to Germany. Okay. Let's go this way. We got shot by that barbarian. Let's shoot that barbarian. Let's go here. Okay. Here's a bit of a toss-up. Because I'm expanding so quickly, I'm going to take monarchy for the happiness. But in general, growth is pretty good, depending on how your start is. The growth may actually be better. But I'm going to take the happiness so I don't have to remain unhappy here. I'd like to move the settler without moving the warrior again. So what I'd like to do, I can't move it to that hill, because I move to the hill, a barb could spawn and take it. So I move it here. I have enough control of a line of sight here that nothing should be able to take that. So I'll do it. I'll move there, leave the warrior to heal, since he's already moved, or since if I don't move him, he gets a heal off. I want that heal off. We'll do that, and then I'm going to try to get up here with the north. I may move this warrior up there to get some sense of that land. There's a barb camp, which is a bit of a problem. A lot of luxuries over here. I might have actually been able to do liberty, but the mountain capital kind of pushed me towards tradition at the moment. The thing I hate about tradition is that I always feel behind in hammers versus other players. And these turn transitions are abysmal. Alright. Let's move here. Shoot the barb. Scout can fortify. We'll bring the warrior back. Let's get a little bit of sight here. I should rename the worker. It's worth renaming workers because when you rename workers, you know where they were stolen from. And if they were stolen, your opponents can return them. This is actually kind of, well, we can move there. We can start on the sugar next turn. If we move to this tile, the barb could steal it, or that tile, barb could spawn and move there and steal it, which would be no good. We're going to go here. And I want to see across this river. So we're going to move here and then move over to the east a little bit. We're going to expand again in a moment with still no luxuries online. This is a kind of slow tradition start. I'm not really loving it. I'm tempted to buy tiles here. Particularly that tile. Yeah, I'm going to. I'm teching trapping. I should talk about my tech path. I tech this for the production. I tech calendar because it's the next happiness luxury I'm going to want to be putting online. And then I'm teching trapping for the same reason, because I want to put on ivory online as soon as I can. I need to get a worker down here, and I need to multi-steal. So we need to start putting units in a position to steal another worker from Omni when it spawns one. Multi-stealing is going to be one of the ways I can catch up as tradition, because you're behind in hammers in the early game. Alright, do your combat moves first in case you need the combat strength. Of the fact that I don't know if I can settle the city where I want to. Maybe. All right, because you can't settle too close to the city states. I'm gonna meet that northern city state. All right, let's heal up here. Starting work on our sugar. We can settle the city now. There's nothing else combat move related, so let's do that. Trapping after this. I'll pick up masonry or writing. I'll pick up writing. There's no real strong reason for any of these at the moment. So, all right. Get a granary going. Let's bring the scout back. The scout can be used to steal off Almany. Oops, can't move there because there's a unit there apparently. No, I don't want to attack the unit. Alright, we're going to move through there next turn. I could fit a 5th city in here a little bit later. Man. That's awkward. The horses are going to go to the city state. I'm going to be settling sugar only here. I don't know that I want that city. What if I settled it here instead and bought the horses? That's still mountain. It overlaps pretty heavily with my capital. It's a little bit vulnerable to sea. It's actually fairly vulnerable to sea attack. It can be attacked by 2 frigates, but it's not coastal. Alternatively, maybe there. Gets me another luxury. Have to think about that. There's England. Oh, right, England's in the fucking game too. I gotta be really careful about coastals in. Let's come back this way. Let's cross the river. Let's meet the city state and then move back. I don't want to be too close to the barb camp. Alright. I haven't met Tank though, and that's the worst time because Tank likes wonders, and it really helps to meet players who spam wonders, so you know which wonders they're spamming. I'm going to need to clear this camp fairly soon because the camp prevents me from stealing workers from Almany, and I want to continue to steal workers from Almany. Alright. What are we doing here? You want horses in your borders because horses allow you to put circuses down, and circuses are 2 local happiness, which is kind of a big deal. This city's alright. It's a little bit of production. And it's not as vulnerable as that one. I can get marble down here too. If I settle something around here, I could potentially get marble later. I'm not against settling more cities than 4 as tradition, but I don't want to do them early. I want to do them later. My biggest problem with tradition at the moment is that I can't convert. When I take over other players' like lands or city-state lands, I don't gain any benefit from it. It's really hard to flip cities around and make them useful. You may have settled the coastal sugar for the incense. Yeah, I don't really like the city. Oh, you mean on the sugar? No. Flatland City versus England on coast as FilthyRobot, where I get fucking attacked just because of that all the time. I don't think so. Alright. Let's go here. There. Hopefully finish this up soon. We're going to spend a turn healing. I'm kind of tempted to do this city. Doesn't look like I have borders over here to the west very much. It's that last mountain city. It's not great. But it's got growth, growth, growth. A little bit further out. Growth over here. Duplicate sugar. Kind of tempted. I need workers after this. Why not where the warrior is? I thought about this initially. The problem is I don't gain any unique luxuries in the city, right? I probably won't get the horse because the city-state is growing towards it. I don't get the marble because it's out of range. I already have sugar, 2 copies of sugar, so that does nothing for me. So it's a settlement that is only settled for the population, and I wouldn't mind happiness on top of population right now. TA Hertz is sub for the 7th month in a row. Thanks very much for the resub. Much appreciated. Let's go ahead and take another sub counter here. I mean, it's either the marble or the truffles. Zem thinks this truffle city is awful. I don't actually think it is. It's not a great city, but it's not terrible. Alright, we need to stop starving, so let's do that. And I will work more faith right now. Let's build a granary and then into workers. Alright, I need to make the decision. It's either this tile, which overlaps pretty heavily with the capital with no fresh water. Gets me horses though, and then luxury in there. Still a mountain. Could settle that later, I suppose. The downside of this city, in my opinion, is actually how far away it is for the timing on the settler. Yeah, I'm kind of indifferent to that. I can go up here, I just don't really like it. Alright, I want to go south to steal that worker again. These cities are stagnating because I'm unhappy, and I'm going to keep them stagnating probably. In actuality, my capital shouldn't be working the growth right now. Should be working pure production, because I can't use the growth anyways. Put it on food focus so I don't starve if they stand on... It will refocus anyways, but it kind of
Filthy,
gets
are
my
you at all
peace
interested
of
in
mind.
that land west to you? Between Hong Kong and Eve?
I am a little interested in that. How close is it to you? There's Germany borders there.
I don't know exactly where you would city. If you would put it on the sugar, that's okay with me.
Yeah, see, that might have been better anyways for borders.
I'm sure you have scouted the truffles a little bit further to the west.
Finished our happiness. Start growing again, but we're going to settle another